Oh, that's pretty quick. That was actually scarily quick, how quick that was. Refresh it. See if it's actually done that. Oh, Big Bot said something. Elysium, Why is like this bit off? Is it already? I don't understand. You should be. YouTube's the only one that's not shown up. If I look on the kick. Ah, I see it's starting out fucked. I need to rework on my alarms and shit. Or my alerts. Okay, so it's definitely shown up on Twitch. I can see. Run network test. Okay, kick. So Twitch looked like it was working. Kick is working. Oh, I realised apparently yesterday someone followed, and I don't think it actually showed up on my thing, which is always a good sign. And me apparently on YouTube, it's saying, oh, it is in good order. Okay, there you go, it's showing up. I was like, the fuck? I don't know why that's not showing up. Elysium. It should be going into that playlist. Okay. Not showing that it's active. Let's also just make sure. I forgot to turn this on before. That should help actually. If I limit how much, sort of, well, like, sort of, yeah. I limit like that. Okay. Okay. YouTube chat, I think seems okay. Just make sure, refresh. Refresh that. Okay, that seems okay too. Alright, gamers. I did say earlier that I was going to come back to this. I wanted to see what a stream I would like to watch, what they were doing. They're doing something I'm not necessarily interested in, so I thought I would just like continue streaming. And let's get back into the game. When I got off, it was a bit like in the middle of stuff. What happened basically was I saw a telephone that I clicked on. And they're asking me if I was someone, which I don't need that right now. Let's go up this way. Okay.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It's streaked with dried seagull shit and tangled with pieces of seaweed. A dangling arm suggests that there might be a jacket beneath the crust of filth. It seems likely that it was left in the surf until someone laid it out on this fence to dry out. Unfortunately, that just seems to have stiffened it into a shapeless mass.
Won't look like
Please
Midas.
tell me you're not taking that with you. It's a guano
Free.
encrusted jacket, and you're already carrying around enough as it is.
That's apparently... What is that? Well, that's a hat. So I'd be like losing perception but gaining 2 logic. That was just a plus to logic. And I got a suggestion. Again, I don't think I need to go too hard on one thing. It's composure. Volition and pain threshold. Oh, I see. I know I got like 2 points I could use. I find that's like you lose perception. I can't go there.
There's some tear, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
I don't know
2
what tear
empty
is.
bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
A tragedy.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. Red Astra is the black market version of Astra cigarettes, known for their high tar content. You see traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads Shish Kebab Revachol. It's no older than a day or 2. No mold yet.
It's not going to tell me anything.
It's hard to concentrate in the smell. The sea air brings some relief. The smell, it's awful and familiar. It doesn't help. You can still smell it. Don't you recognize it? That hideous pungency, that faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that. Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear. The signs of decaying meat. It announces itself from 24 meters away. A warning, a memento mori. The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
Eyes up, detective. Something's not right here.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on.
There's space too.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is, he's been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself. Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body. Breathe. He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce.
And then he
on his
died,
chest.
Kim came.
The leather jacket suits him well. It must be custom made. You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into 2.
I don't think they're
His
going to have
jacket
like
feels
2 very
solid and
detailed
heavy
murders,
under
one
your
after the
hand.
other. 'Cause I assume the game is only in game time is a week, right? If you can be longer than a week, I'd be kind of surprised. I assume that I had to do as much as I can each day because of like there was like some time limit that was going to like stop me from being able to like play or continue any of the other quest lines.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. A bad fall. It might have been dark outside. This place is a minefield in the dark. His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his moustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze.
I can see he was drinking, probably tripped through the boards, then probably slammed his head on the bench and then started bleeding out.
Height,
Then died
170
either of
to
hypothermia
175
or he could have died
Curly hair,
from the
stout
editry.
build, age approximately 50 to 60 years. There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. Be very, very careful where you step here. A dried chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch. This is what killed him.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you? Seems like the head wound was fatal. It's exactly the shape of the bench.
Yeah, it's just you don't know if it could have been that could have been concussion, and then he could have died of hypothermia instead.
A .75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside.
It also could be alcohol poisoning.
Tear all around us. I'd prefer if you didn't collect them this time. It's not proper.
Rybowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall. The blackness of death Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too? Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there, solidified on his lower rear teeth.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario, even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
They screech under your feet ominously. It's hard to say whether the dead man's weight was the cause of the boardwalk to break. It definitely looks fragile. You see waves churning below. Something cracks beneath your feet. He could have easily disappeared into the sea through that hole, and you would have never found him. The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here. But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
That's just like another old drunk to me. Leaving him as an alcoholic is a bit premature. Don't know anything yet.
We do know that he was married. But you're right. Let's not run ahead. For now, all we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez boardwalk. Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
One should be held responsible for the broken board. It's
They'll
dangerous.
seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair the boardwalk. Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does is keep the city council's hands clean. What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the parks.
Sometimes a kebab is just a kebab.
Oh yes. Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure. No, I don't see anything that points in that direction. For now, let's treat this case as a simple, albeit sad, accident, unrelated to the murder case.
Agreed. If this somehow converges later, why not? But keep it simple for now.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure, although there's still a question of identifying the body. From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
Okay.
A field autopsy isn't necessary if the cause of death doesn't appear to be criminal, and this looks like a simple accident to me. I'd say we should just write down head trauma in the autopsy report and leave it at that. It would save us at least 2 hours of unnecessary work.
Alright, I don't want to spend the 2 hours.
Good call. The guys at processing can take care of the rest.
I do think that we should still like,
Alright, we should first examine the library card you found. Then we can call the station from my kinema. Let them know we are taking the case.
As you hold it in your hands, it makes an uncomfortable crunching sound. It's a sordid, filthy tale, not for the weak. Are you sure you can stomach it? Some secrets are better left uncovered. Don't even try. See, it occurs to you that you're not even holding the jacket itself, but rather the thick crust of jetsam and seagull shit that ensconces it.
I did just think I should probably Make more sense, right? I don't know if I can rotate that or how you rotate it. Makes sense, right? Just like doing this while I'm thinking about it.
It smells like a dead sea creature, tangled in grey strands of seaweed. It must have spent quite some time in the water before the tide deposited it ashore. Somehow, it was carried or dragged to the boardwalk. If not by human hands, then perhaps the feral dogs that prowl the beaches at night. The faint impressions of many footprints are also present, though it's impossible to tell what kind or how many. Suffice to say, the jacket spent some time on the ground before someone draped it over the railing. The crust is hard. This jacket spent at least a day baking in the sun. Who knows what happened to it then?
Oh, some messages. What is this? That's nice. I've got some messages. Hi there, Rosaline. I'm all good. I just had some messages, so I thought I'd have a quick look at it.
Thought about it, and now your hands are covered in muck. What? No. Then it'll just be on your pants. This is a disaster. You'll never get the smell out.
Oh, I forgot I need to look at the library card.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53. Billy is a unisex name. Could be the deceased or his family member.
I know
Whoever owns this
has
card
someone
is
else's.
an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Radio thriller. Stand a little less between me and the sun. The last one in the list is The Glinton Curve by M. Theobald. A library stamp indicates that the book has been returned. Most of these titles seem to be
Okay,
in the
Rosaline?
sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too. If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005 02 55211 or visit us at Moreau Street, 78, Jamrock. Business hours 900 to 1800.
Good. We should give them a call from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about Billy Mejean.
Good idea. There was plenty of information here to go by.
Goodness, I know there's a phone right nearby, so we can contact it on that.
A
But
man
should we?
lies on the boardwalk. His
Death by misadventure. No, I don't.
agreed. If
It does
I
seem
don't
to
know
be
if
a
I can
pretty
go back to the
straightforward
option about the autopsy. I don't know if that'd be good or not. Really good to the phone. It's time where we can actually dial it. Then we'll.
You pick up the handset. There's a tone. The machine is operable.
Let's have a number I could call.
Calling. Still calling. Someone with a masculine...
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Hello, Gerard. Technically speaking, you're electricity. No, what you are is a surprise. Get his wife on the phone.
Wait, why do I need his wife? Sorry. That's the door. Oh, Lena, what you got in your mouth? Oh. Yeah.
No, but I got a feeling I'll kick your ass is gonna make an appearance if you ever call this number again. Have a good one, asshole.
Phone. Disconnect tone.
There's gonna be random numbers. Don't actually know where the library is. But it's fine. I plan to kind of just find stuff as I go around.
The remaining windows rattle from a strong gust of wind. They're covered in a thick layer of grime. They must have been like this for 40 years. Dripping water falls from a high place. All you can see is the shadow of a collapsing staircase. There's rust and corrosion on the bars. They're foaming with it.
Inside.
No. I won't even try. You know,
Takes his
I
glasses
had a
off.
partner once. They called him Eyes, because he had to show me things. It's that bad. Well enough, actually. It's odd how that works. I'm no sharpshooter, but I pass my shooting courses 7 out of 10.
His hands lead the way when it comes to that. And his shoulders. It's reflex.
No, it's not gonna do much.
And Mikhail noticed the windows, especially with how there are no windows on the south side. This was to deal with.
One man stands next to his son, pointing to the weather-worn ruins. He sees you approaching
You
and
officers.
smiles.
Come to investigate the historic subtext of West Martinez? I'm Tran Heilostam. You must be Kim Kitsuragi, right? I was just telling my son about this building. Not a lot of people realize the historic significance here. Very rich in hypertext.
It's kind of surprising that you know
Nice to
him.
meet you.
I guess maybe he has like some identification. He probably has his badge, right? Wait.
Oh yes, so Mikhail. They had to deal with monitor glare, especially in the summer. They still had vector monitors back then. That was 49 years ago. So they didn't have windows on the south wall.
A message. Nice name for him.
No, I can't say that we've met before, but I've heard of Kim, of course. Mikhail, say hi to the officers.
There's his hand on his boy's shoulder. The child stays hidden behind the hem of his father's coat, clinging to his themed. I don't know what that word is. Themed code
Mikhail's a
book.
little tired today. We spent all night trying to run Orbis on his radio computer. Have you heard of it? It's a programming language used in Grad. Quite tricky, but he wanted to play this Grad-made adventure program. We've been getting really into verbs lately.
The man speaks in the artificial cadence of a professor, or someone who's been on too many radio shows.
But I assume you're not here for giant worms when there are so many real things to see. Just as I was telling Mikhail before, this is where the Coalition landed in '08. We could be standing on what is the most interesting landmark in Revachol West.
He points to the
Wow,
building again.
get a load of this guy. He really
That's not an empty
enjoys his trivia.
building.
The
You
Orbis
look like
programming
someone
language
who has
was
money.
named after
Do you
its
have money?
inventor, Victor Orbis,
Great
a
thank you
cybernetician
for
from
all the
Grad.
interesting
They run
information.
Vox in the Occident.
No, thanks to you for having me and little Mikhail here to pick your brain. A very interesting conversation indeed.
Pick your brain. If anything, this was rather one-sided. He did the talking. Whatever.
Let's quickly grab that. I don't think I'm getting up. I think I can. I don't think there's anything else there. No, it's saying that I'm losing connection. Let's see if there's anything over this way.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to...
If you really think we should get in there, we need to find some other way. Yes, the pulsing base. An indication of junior delinquency.
What I want to do is, if I need to get in there... Oh, I have got the item in hand.
Heavy wooden doors, more than twice your height. This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow. You see a yellow circle with two X's and a big curve below them that looks like a mouth. You're pretty sure you haven't seen it before, but what the symbol depicts is clear enough. A smiling dead guy. The curve, there is something blindingly modern about this symbol.
Oh,
It's
dead, and
modern
I
enough
assumed it was
to
right at the
shed
end of the
everything
thing.
you've seen before.
So, Mon, have you seen this symbol before?
He takes off his glasses and uses a blue handkerchief to thoroughly wipe them clean before inspecting the sticker. Then he looks up, pauses, and replies.
No. Looks like a dead man smiling. Suggests junior delinquency.
What's that? So,
For Revachol ZOC, the moral intern defined junior delinquents as minors between the ages of 10 and 16 who have committed an act in violation of the law. These acts aren't called crimes as they would be for adults. Crimes committed by minors are called delinquent acts. This was part of your officer's exams. I haven't seen that sticker before, and I'm not a youth.
but does the cheeky guy not know he's dead, or does the dead guy not care that he is? What is the source of the irony here?
This cheap-looking padlock is sturdily built. It shackles together a hasp and a staple screwed into the wooden door. The lock is adorned with a yellow sticker. It'll be easier to break the staple than the lock. Also, that sticker is interesting, somehow. There's nothing like the sound of a sticker unpeeling. Now it's stuck to your thumb.
Open your ledger after the last entry. Put a sticker on your ledger right on the cover. Shake it off your thumb and throw it on into the wind.
Voila! Looks very modern. You're part of the Future Brigade now, and so is your formerly humdrum ledger. The carving on the door is block-like and angular, like the church itself. 2 large beams shoot downwards, sinking into the wood before they reach the threshold. The surface is smooth from the wind, but moist to the touch. Nothing happens, only the sound of the padlock rattling against the door.
I don't think that's going to work.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw
It's
at
like
all,
the pry
but
bar
a
I took
nail.
out.
The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least. Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for another way. The building has seen enough mistreatment.
I could do that. Or, alternatively, I could do that after I've tried to do it the
wooden
more
doors,
direct way.
more than twice your height, stand shut in front of you.
Yeah, it's not going to work
Correctly,
anyway.
A minute or so of mauling away at the lock has led to no success.
I'm not as sturdy as you are.
I'm
I
not
have even
sturdy.
less leverage.
I'll get it folded.
The doors remain unchanged, closed with a padlock.
See if I can see a way around the building. I don't think I can go there without breaking the padlock.
An old door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune in front of it.
It's military, a service depot of some sort. The washerwoman mentioned a depot up the coast. She said it was for moving ammo and cargo across the bay. This might be it.
Right. If I can put a point into that, then hopefully, maybe if I
An
re-click
old
on it.
door, worn by elements, guards the depot. The wind has blown a sand dune.
I don't think it's
You
gonna
rattle
work.
the handle a bit, then push on the door with all your weight. It does not budge. Not only is it locked, it's also jammed shut.
We don't get in there. Frankly, you're just going to have to accept the fact that you can't get in through every single door.
It'd be nice if I could.
We've gotten into every door thus far. That's
Actually,
what
there's
we
one
do.
we didn't.
We open doors. We're cops. That's our perk. Even Everard knew that's a part of our MO.
I'm not going to accept this. The door could be part of the
Relax.
investigation.
No one's hiding in there. If we can't open it, others can't either. And thus they can't get in.
At least you can think about opening it, about doors in general. They are, after all, fundamental to your life. Perhaps something useful will come from this.
I can actually unlock one of that, and we'll get that one. Oh, there's a shirt in that as well. One of those traps here. Already talking to the guy, with that lady in the wheelchair. Tie. Look at some of the clothes I just got, as well as I keep hearing my phone go off, which is kind of annoying. I see. It's actually Streamlabs. Annoying. Apparently YouTube, I gotta restart that one. There you go. Hi. So we got that one, which is logic. That one's perception. What's that? Plus one shivers. I don't think I'd want that. I wonder what that sound was. I want that, I wanted to get the other side.
Heavy wooden doors, more than
Something I don't need for that. I don't remember which one it was, I literally just got. Didn't think this stuff would have stuff in. I don't know why there's like so much stuff here. So it's quite a bit. Unless these are like graves I'm just robbing. What is it? Okay.
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men, all in forward-looking apparel, reminiscent of the sticker on the padlock, are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on! Get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out. Sorry, we barely have room for one.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this. I'm sure you will feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
There he is, tight in here.
Go speak to Andre. I'm just annoyed. I suck at socialising, man. If you go speak to Andre, I'll have time to tune in. Get
The young man picks up a thin metal saw blade and
Nods.
a young man with peroxide blonde hair holds up a Harman Welshi tape player, nodding along to the music. He looks at you with a knowing smile and says,
Hardcore!
It's hardcore!
You're just gonna keep saying hardcore, aren't you?
Skibbity, skibberdanger. I am the rearranger.
Uppity. Skibbity. Oh, 6'7", 6'7". Oh.
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
There is definitely something futuristic about his hair, aggressively so. You get the sense that this is what the future will look like. Imbecilic, yes, should the future ever come, it will look deeply imbecilic, like this guy. His grip is strong, sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
And Egghead. Egg!
Like egg.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers. We have many in the pipeline, officer.
Pipeline, so you haven't actually done that. Oh.
That means they haven't set up a single one yet.
Yeah, I already understood that
We've been all
part.
over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Also for talent.
Do you know, like, what it's like, right, when you have a bot, as in for Kick, where I have a Kick bot and I have the actual, like, I have the moderation on Kick very low, right? But for some reason it doesn't stop anyone, like, even on the things that I have told it to be serious on, it's like, oh yes, won't let links into the thing, okay, won't let in certain keywords, and then the messages come through regardless, and then you're like, oh, love it, I put the moderation there through like 2 different bots, and then neither of them goddamn do their job. And the worst for it is Kick. Second worst has been Twitch. YouTube hasn't really had much anything, so I don't know about YouTube yet because I got here, I literally clicked to ban an account, and then immediately I'm getting spam of like probably another bot account. Never actually understand this when it comes to Kick. It's like, no matter what I do, all the settings and everything, it just doesn't do anything. Fan word. Like, if I have to, I'll just put it to maximum. Like, if that's the solution for Kick, is just to have moderation on maximum, fine. If that will actually stop it. And just in case they do still get messages through, I'll do this as well. Then that should hopefully stop that. Maybe if I have this on, it actually would help. I make it so it has to be over a month old. Like, if this is what I have to do to make it so it isn't constantly just people just spamming like, oh, follow my Discord or get a bots with this website, then like that is just what I'm gonna have to do. I don't want to have high moderation. Got to think like half-time moderation is something that kind of kills momentum half the time. Hi, Furry. Or Phi, is it similar, it's like Q. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
How much time? Which there's no need. This place is pretty bad. Next.
Yeah, it's a matter of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast. I'm talking about the church, and I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
Dopeheads!
Thanks, Egghead, for the commentary.
Burnouts.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that, in Revachol.
Really love if they're able to do it and it just sucks really hard.
And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts hold up in there are the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
I won't stand for. They're the noids, right?
The spooky kind. I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that.
Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter. Getting them out. Whatever spooky stuff they're doing, I'm sure it's not what the Ecclesiastes meant their property for. All right, man.
I don't mind looking into it. At the very least, it's loot for me. But I'll open the door.
I asked Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
Of course. Noid, give the officer the key.
All right.
Oh, I can be a cool cop.
You sense the trajectory of the little piece of metal and plastic. The object makes a small ringing sound as it approaches. Just the tiniest chime to your left. Ka-ching! The key hits your palm. The speed freaks nod to you approvingly. The speed freak nods to you.
That would be
A
funnier
respectful
to be
nod.
bad.
You proved something here.
Not long, like a week maybe.
But they haven't
I'm
started.
super sure they're alive. I mean, come on. I'm at least 90%, maybe 85% sure they're...
Somewhere in the ruinous past that
You
led
know,
you here,
what?
there was something called exams.
Yes, I do. I listen to Channel 8 all the time. I know about crime stuff, and I assure you, officer, this is not what's happening here. I'm at least 80% sure they're alive. I mean, come on. Most people aren't ever that alive in their entire lives. I don't know. What does anything mean, really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, expression of profound understanding. Yes,
I knew you'd get it. You're one smart cop.
He nods attentively, ready to answer the questions of one smart cop.
Sure, man. Tell us what you want to know. Let's do it.
people inside the church.
Truth is, I don't really know. None of us do. I don't even know how many there are. All we've
You haven't
is
seen them,
pieces.
and you want.
Well, there's also the machinery. When I first scouted the place, back in February, it was abandoned, empty. Took some time getting the crew together.
They said it's currently
So about
March.
2 weeks ago, we
I
came
believe.
here hoping to set the stuff up.
They said it's a bit too soon to do farming in March, which means yes, if it's currently March now, then it was a month ago, or in
One of them
last
is
month.
Wires running into bowls of water. Wires into water. Never seen anything like it.
Andre, tell him about the feeling.
Oh, and it felt like there was something in there with us, watching us from the dark.
No, the other one.
Which other one? I'm not as in tune with my emotions as you are, Egg.
Felt like silence. Awful silence.
Not exactly. We've just seen someone who we think is a woman go in and out of the church a couple of times, and we felt someone or something eyeing us inside. But that's kinda it. Like you aren't alone, you know?
It wasn't quite human, if you know what I mean.
Not human, as in a ghost.
It
Do
could also
you
just be
know
like an
what it
animal,
means?
maybe.
It was this dark shape climbing upside down along the ceiling, like some kind of crab man. Yeah, you know, the way it was climbing up and around the ceiling, like a crab.
It was stalking a cell, exhibiting ambush behaviour.
Odd. Crabs are usually marine creatures and not known for climbing walls.
Crab man!
Yeah, totally. I mean, I didn't personally see it. Estelle was alone that time, but I believe her. If she comes out running and says there's a crab in there, there's a crab in there.
So he hasn't even been in there lately. Is he afraid?
You should ask her about it, but be nice. Don't tell her you don't believe in the crab.
There probably is no crab man. Don't
Can
let
you
them
tell
draw
me
you in
more
with
about
this
this
nonsense.
machinery?
You should talk to Noid about that. I just got a distinct burnout and dopehead sign from them. Probably jacked up to some snuff station
How
too.
can you be sure that
Probably, very
they are
likely.
burns out? And drop as if you haven't seen them.
Well, honestly, I can't, but I am.
This is a below feeble attempt at avoidance. Basically, he is attempting to weaponize idiocy.
I could add weaponized. There's a single thing wrong with.
I'm 70% sure they're substance users. Don't let the technology fool you. Sure. What?
Sins, but still with.
He's a quiet man, mostly communicates through music, and by being a master of ceremonies.
Do you,
Well, he's just kinda here. I don't really know how to communicate with him.
no, he's got brain damage. So what you do?
Yeah, sometimes, when I stumble and find my way into his center, you have to hear a lot of hardcore to the mega first though.
The man smiles mysteriously. choosing to let the beat speak for itself. I get it. He's a puzzle.
You mentioned some kind of own church. Who are the?
Oh yeah, that's a meteor and name for the founding party. Thought it'd be cool to use it.
If you don't know what the founding party is, there might be a way to mask it with minor demagoguery.
Oh, you lying.
Come to think of it, I've never really looked them up, you know? I can't give you a precise
But
definition.
if I
but they're a
pretended
very
not to know,
powerful
more than
religious
likely he would
organisation.
pretend to know. Kind of like that. But now let's talk about something.
And they have roots in ancient mass society. And they're the custodians of the Pericarnassian
Exactly the
church.
kind of people
Plus,
who would want
they anoint the
loud
innocent.
dance music.
They, like, made the innocentic system.
Doesn't sound. They would appreciate the dance. No,
You're
they would
right,
love
they
it.
do.
The Pericarnassian church is about love. And Nordic music is about love. I got
But kind
love
of
for my
Christian
Pericarnassian posse.
country
Love is
music
the
place.
relay out of death. We dance. Love is hardcore.
Unity. Unity.
Make some noise for my Insulindian posse.
You feel it. The anodes and the cathodes coursing through you. Your big
Enjoy.
toe starts tapping along. Feels good.
I guess not.
Your posse's like your people, man. Like you got your cup posse. You look out for each other and you party together. That's a posse.
And where is your posse, detective? Nothing comes to you. The world is silent.
Oh yeah, it can.
He's coming around. You're getting it.
Remember how pie be anything, but Dance Movement is about love, and so is and so forth. Fuck it.
Yeah!
Do it for the masses. Do it for... I didn't want to say it, but it was pretty lame of you to imply otherwise.
Friend
Anyway,
forms a
you got more
first.
questions?
The one with the large head is still looking at you, nodding his head, waiting for your body to start moving. You feel like you could go for a little disco when, or if they get this club going. You've got it in you.
What about
Yes. What?
but your own? You but reeks of Sweden here. What's with all the
The what now?
bottles of?
Oh, the old Ultra.
He's like an actor, looking to the souffleur for his line.
I have a major sinus infection. Stuffy nose. We all do. Shit's all blasted up. Winter. Can't even breathe.
There's
Yes.
no point me going too hard on him for it.
He nods enthusiastically, no doubt.
As always, we'll...
One more door.
Oh, I already unlocked it.
There is no way to open the supply depot door. Accept it. You cannot open all the doors. You have to integrate this into your character. Some doors will forever remain closed, even if every single other door will open at one time or another. Maybe to a key, or maybe to some sort of tool meant for opening doors. But this one will never accede to such commands. A realization crucial to personal growth. Crucial.
I believe white checks are the ones you can retry.
A shaggy-looking girl in her late teens or early 20s kneels on the ice with
No.
an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
Oh. Hello there.
She must be Estelle, the last of the speed freaks, posse.
That's my name. I take it you have met the others. Did they tell you about the church and the club thing? Will you help us? Great. Let us know if there's any progress, will ya? Huh?
Maybe she didn't hear you. A little louder.
So should you.
Very well. You don't have to do. I am the law. You have to do. I do.
Oh. I didn't notice that.
It's nice. You should wear one too if you plan to stay out.
Yeah, well... Look, man,
I don't have
fuck
the
the
for.
hat.
Or
Lots of feeling. Feel it up. Way up.
I was
You're
hoping
saying
it wouldn't be
really
so
loud,
aggressive.
But it's not coming out right. Maybe add more indignation.
Yeah, sure.
More. More.
Um,
I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
The lieutenant is watching the scene unfold before his eyes, unsure how to react. The girl looks down, slowly curling into a ball.
Hmm.
The young woman has kept her eyes trained on her wires, waiting for the sorry spectacle to end. But it's gone
He's back.
awful quiet up there. Then the sound of sobbing. Looking up, she sees a grown man on the wrong side of 40, his face bloated from alcohol and God knows what else. Not so quietly, crying.
This isn't really about the hat, is it?
um,
You know, you're not the only one with issues. I self-medicate. Shit. Life's a horror, you know? Crying helps, though. Get it out your system. And then maybe we can talk, okay? I'll be here.
I've actually known someone like that before. Obviously I wasn't shouting at them or anything. I remember I had like a bad time before. Something happened, work related. I can't remember what it was, but like I remember like at the end of it, I was like close to tears, and then like I had a colleague that actually was like one of those like really nice colleagues to have. Oh, come on.
Do you want to talk about what just happened? Normally, I'm opposed to discussing one's feelings, especially on duty. But I think this is an exceptional case. So, what do you think happened?
'Tis possible thou couldst persuade the lieutenant 'twas all a part of thy unorthodox method. But can thou persuade? Believeth in thyself, my liege. 'Twas all a clever ruse.
Yes, a clever ruse, I see.
I mean,
Oh, indeed. Even so, in the future, could you please refrain from emoting too much on duty? The quasi-legal status of the RCM means we need to project strength twice as consistently as any other police force in the world. Good. Controlling your emotions sounds good. Glad to hear it was minor. Can you go on?
okay,
Then, let's go.
I've got more stuff.
A pane of eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could fall over any minute. A stronger gust of wind might be enough. The
I'm
pane
gonna push.
falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
That's gonna save me having to walk around. Might as well quickly. This is where I'm gonna find out I forgot to grab something.
Heavy wooden doors. The lock turns easily. You hear a click as the shackle pops open.
Let's go.
A great whoosh of air rushes into the dark innards of the church, as though rushing to fill a great vacuum. In the heart of the city,
Oh god, I can't see myself. Okay, that's why.
the silence in this part of the church, it's almost palpable. All the shifting matter and shuffling of living things is gone. Nothing seems to exist beyond the church anymore. Maybe if you were to stand in just the right spot, even your footsteps would be completely silent. And then it's gone. Almost all of it, but for the faintest of hums. It seems the sound here is detached from its source somehow, if not blotted out outright. Truly unusual. You can hardly hear your own breathing.
It's going to be those birds from before, isn't it? But so I'm going to have to tell them that they can't do their band here, or something.
You produce a few muffled thumps, after which the silence feels even more total, somehow. Your voice is barely audible. Not a howl, but the softest of whimpers. The lieutenant points to his ears and shakes his head.
Know.
Then he leans closer.
Can you hear anything?
Not really. Don't experience anything like this.
The church just has strange acoustics, some engineering trick.
Maybe the church was designed this way to prevent boisterous activity, singing and dancing, on its premises.
There ain't nothing, just my imagination. Whatever it is, it's definitely real things. Or just happening
The
around
lieutenant
us.
doesn't reply, but you can sense him tense up next to you. The orderly rows of ceiling panels become barely visible, then disappear completely in the darkness of the tower overhead.
Oh, it's something.
Just darkness without end. It makes your head spin.
That's
There's nothing. You're dizzy and disoriented as you see dark and more dark rising.
Officer, what are you looking at?
Filled with vague shapes of woodwork, the sense of a great height. You see something hanging from the rafters, looking straight at you with dark eyes. Maybe it's possible to talk to it. Is that a man? Looks more like part of the carpentry of the building came alive and is now studying you intently. The Crab Man.
Let's play sure so quiet for
The
now.
man leaned forward a little, fixing you with a steady, unreadable gaze, then speaks.
Habitual alcohol use has made you into a scared little pussy, Holmes. But don't worry, everything's gonna be alright. You come.
That accent is Villalobos, a peninsula in Mesque and a district in general. There's a sizable contingent of Villalobos-speaking Mesques in Rivershore.
I'm here to receive the mother's love. You can too, Holmes. And when you're ready, she will take your hand and lift you out of that despair at the bottom of that bottle.
This man is obviously a habitual narcotics user. Do we really need to question him?
Hey, and what was that about the bottle again? You haven't
A
even
bit of
drank that much
problem.
lately. Lay
It's
off
been
it
getting.
already. Sheesh.
Need to talk to you about police things.
Oh yeah, sure. You don't know anything about alcohol use. You got it all under control, Way. I could smell the control all the way over here.
Okay.
Not all of it. I was like you once. You don't know all the havoc Albino is wrecking on your mind and your spirit. Necesita parar, homie.
Dude.
You know, actually, since we're here, you may want to pay attention to what the ceiling climber is saying.
Point there.
Don't trust me.
Right there.
Trust the mother. I'm only the messenger, Holmes. This is the Church of the Mother of Silence. You are welcome here.
You have no idea what the fuck he's talking about. Is he just trying to throw you off your game? Whatever it is, he's quite confident about it. Just look how gracefully he sways. 'Tis not an act, my liege. Saving perchance he hath deceived his very self. This man is a zealot.
Never known myself to be a crab. But if that's the name you got for me, I won't stop you from using it.
You're not a crab.
I always thought of myself more like a flame, flickering along the rafters and beams. It may be that I gotta work on my technique.
That's not the only technique he's working on. Look at those carved sculptures. And is that a satchel of tools over there?
No, no. What were you before you became?
Sure am. Whittling wood used to be something I just did to busy my hands. Now I use those same hands in service of something greater than my own restlessness.
All right, let's consider the context and meaning here.
If these figures are trying to become one with the church. Alright, so got some nice curves going there. Look at your eyes. There seems to be a tad derivative promoting the relation of a woman with I don't. Sometimes I do just wonder if instead of YouTube, if I just upload the streams onto YouTube afterwards. Tells me supposedly that my internet's fine. Like it might actually be due to like the amount of place where I'm streaming to Kick, Twitch and YouTube. I'm wondering if that's something affecting the stream quality, and if it is, if I would actually be better off just streaming to Kick and Twitch, because those have been the two that have been most responsive. All these things are half finished.
It's all just for the mother, man. No need to overthink it. I was in a gang way, but my memories of that time are fading. Most of them are already gone. No, man. You gotta let that shit go. Then the mother's light touch will fill you with rapture.
For some reason, OBS is having its moment.